Alright, hey guys, what's up? It's Shea, and I'm bringing you guys another story today. So I found out the thing is, I'm going to be uploading stories every Friday. Yesterday was Friday and I couldn't upload, I'm sorry about that, but from now on, every Friday. So, today's story is really funny. It's called The Story of the Real Muck. I'll tell you guys, how I got that name and all that. So, it all started, there's this 7-Eleven kind of by my house, and we would always go in there. We have these, there's screenshots on our phone of coupons. We can get free Slurpees with them, so we always go in there and use those. And we would go in there every day. This guy would get really mad at us for using them, and we called him the Muck. You can guess how I got that name because my friends are racist assholes. So, um, we'd go visit the Muck every day, and he would hate us. Or we'd come with this one of our friends. He would always mess with them, like push us into the cups, knock them all over, or just go in there and make the guy mad. One time, he went in there and threw a condom straight at the Muck to make him mad, and yeah, so we'd always mess with him. Well, we were messing around one night and we were thinking things to do. We were really bored at my house, and we decided to prank call him to mess with him. And it was I'd say 2, 3 in the morning probably. So we call him and we're messing with him, but the guy on the phone turns out to be really weird. He's saying all these things like, "Oh yeah, my boy," or I think I have a video of him on the phone, and I'll show you guys some other time. But he's really creepy. He's like, "Oh yeah, come in here, my boy." He's like, "I want to fuck you," and he's saying all this weird shit, and like I don't even know how to explain how weird this guy was. It's crazy. Anyway, so we would call him every night, because this was in the summer, so my friend would stay the night every night. We'd call him every night just to mess with him, and he'd always do that. And then we'd go in there the next day, and we'd walk in there to the guy, and we'd be like, "Oh yeah," and he'd be like, "What are you talking about?" He'd be like, "Get out!" He'd be yelling at us and all this stuff, and we'd be like, why don't you?" We called him later that night. We were like, "Why don't you ever say anything in real life?" He's like, "Oh yeah, come in here, my boy, come in, come on." He'd always say that. Well, it turns out they were two different people. So the real Muck is the guy on the phone, and the Muck is just the guy in there. But we thought they were the same person, so we would always get mad because he'd talk to us on the phone, and we'd go in there and mess with him and say all that stuff, and he wouldn't know what the hell we're saying. Or we'd call him in the daytime and be like, "What?" Getting all mad. He hates us. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, one day we were staying at our friend's house, and we got kicked out. So we really didn't know what to do. We were just walking around trying to find somewhere to stay, and we decided to go to 7-Eleven because we wanted free Slurpees. You can, I don't know, why not? Why not get free Slurpees at 3 in the morning? Walk across the whole city. It was a half-hour walk just for a free medium Slurpee, but we did it. We had nothing else to do. So we get there, and we know all their cars from the workers because we go there so much. We would go there every day, and we saw this one weird car in the parking lot by the sign. There was a lawnmower sticking out the trunk. The trunk was open. There was a lawnmower, and I was like, "What the hell?" I was like, because a week before that, one of my friends was like, "What if the guy on the phone's a different person?" I was like, "Nah, man, that can't happen." But I was kind of thinking about it. I saw that car, and that just I thought, "Wow, what if this is the real guy?" And I look in there and I see this guy. He's bald. He's wearing a beanie, and he's ringing people up. Hold on, I just got a text message. All right, sorry about that. But anyway, so this guy's ringing people up in there. There's one person in there, and we wait for the person to walk out. I don't know why, but we walk in there. We get our Slurpees, and we're at the counter, and one of my friends just messes around. He goes, "Oh yeah," and the guy ringing us up, he just laughs to himself. Like, no, we didn't call him before we went in there. We did the second time, but the first time we saw him, he just looks down, he laughs to himself, he goes, "My boy," and oh my god, all of us just lost it. We were all basically crying from laughing. It was just the funniest thing ever. And so he goes outside for a smoke break or something because it's 3 in the morning. Nobody goes there, and so we're just talking to him. He's like, "You guys are much funnier on the phone." And on the phone, he would always be like, "Come in." I would always be like, "What do I get if I come in there?" He'd be like, "I give you a Slurpee," because we'd always talk about the free Slurpees. I was like, can I get a pack of Skittles if I go in there? He's like, oh yeah, come in here, I'll give you a pack of Skittles. So we were out there. I was like, remember when you said give me some Skittles? He goes, uh-huh. I was like, alright, I'm gonna go get them. So I walked in there, walked out with the Skittles. He's like, hey, no, no, $1.49 or how much ever they are. I was like, you said you give me them. He's like, no, no, give them back. Then one of my friends like spins in a circle, jumps, like hits his feet. He's like, what are those? To the guy. I don't know. It was just really funny. We were talking to him for a second about like all the phone calls and all that. I thought he was like a pedophile, like some really creepy guy, but he turned out to be pretty cool. But we seen him like 5 times after that, I'd say, um, at this point. But yeah, that was a really creepy story about the dude from 7-Eleven. Yeah, watch out at your local 7-Eleven. You never know who works midnights. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like if you want more, and yeah, peace. Shea.